Welcome back to Ask Allison. Here's today's question. Are you ever afraid of enforcing your late cancellation policy because of the possibility of getting a bad review on Google? If so, what do you do? Do you still charge and take the risk? Good question. And you are not alone in this fear. First, I want to thank Therapy Notes for sponsoring Ask Allison. They're the #1 rated electronic health record system available today. With live telephone support 7 days a week, it's clear why Therapy Notes is rated 4.9 out of 5 stars on Trustpilot and has a 5-star rating on Google. Therapy Notes makes billing, scheduling, note-taking, and telehealth incredibly easy. And now for all you prescribers out there, Therapy Notes also has ePrescribe. If you're coming from another EHR, Therapy Notes makes the transition incredibly easy, importing your demographic data free of charge so you can get going right away. Find out what more than 100,000 mental health professionals already know. Use promo code ABUNDANT at Therapy Notes for 2 free months. I am never afraid, and here is why. I am exceedingly clear about my no-show and late cancellation policy. What so many therapists do is they pop them in their informed consent or their practice policies and then consider it handled. They just wash their hands of it. And then because almost no clients actually read that paperwork before signing them, they feel surprised at best and betrayed at worst when they're told they owe a no-show fee. Another thing that other therapists do that bites them later is not enforcing their no-show policy. Maybe this person is late canceled 2 times without a mention of paying for the session. Then on a 3rd time, you've decided enough is enough and you enforce it. They already had the precedent of missing sessions being like no big deal. And if they'd known they'd be charged, they may have made a different choice and shown up. My no-show and late cancellation policy are in my paperwork, but in my very first session, I always talk about it. I ask them if they have any questions about it. The very first time a client late cancels or no-shows, I immediately let them know they're being charged, and I charge them. The leeway other therapists provide because they're uncomfortable or because they think that it's being nice to not charge causes confusion and causes more harm than good. I do what I say I'm going to do with my clients. Most of them don't have great boundary role models in their lives, and I consider it a part of my job to model boundary setting and maintenance. Since I started holding to this like 10 years ago, I haven't had a single client leave or even complain about no-show fees. I've actually had very few late cancellations and no-shows at all. I could probably count on one hand per year. All that being said, only set a boundary you'll hold. If you're really clear about that boundary and you hold that boundary, in my experience, you need not fear retribution via reviews. Holding a clear boundary, those are good for you, they're good for your clients, and they're good for your business. Today's free worksheet is policies to consider in your practice. Consider your policies the manifestation of your boundaries. Be very careful about what you set because I really want you to hold to them. And just because something's uncomfortable doesn't mean you shouldn't explore those further and figure out why it's uncomfortable and if it is or is not a good fit for your business. All right, have a great rest of your day.